Hi, this is Ford Sakes from ProfitRichResults.com, and one of the questions I get asked most frequently is, how can you be a better presenter? What have you learned in the last 12 months that's made you better? And I would tell everybody who's watching this that you need to go back to the basics. Think about your mindset. What is holding you back? Or maybe you think that you're great. The challenge is the people who think they know everything but don't know what they don't know. Those are the scary people that you want to run from. So if you're that person, maybe you need to look in the mirror. So if you really want to improve your presentation skills and really grow your business, start with your mindset. Take a really good look at your business, your revenue model, and how you're adding value. Because see, if you want to earn more money, you have to add more value.
It's called schedule your success. I am a great to-do list maker. I can make a list. I mean, it could be like 300 items on that list, but the challenge I've been having is, getting those things done. And once I ran into this idea, this concept of scheduling your success, I was actually making a to-do list, but what I needed to work on was the actual scheduling. So now what I do is I make an appointment with myself if there's a project. For example, I had a proposal that was due. I mean, people are waiting to pay me money. And for whatever reason, I just delay after delay after delay. I said to myself, this is ridiculous. I literally made an appointment with myself, and I hammered it out. So scheduling my success, I've made quantum leaps in terms of productivity in my businesses. I think that's a tip that regardless of the background or the type of business, or even if you work for a company or government agency, that's a tip that you can use.
I would say this is probably something that I should have learned a long, long time ago, and yet for some reason did not, seemingly. You're not always the best judge of how well your presentation went. An audience can be silent and super attentive, and Defending the Caveman is a comedy. And on nights when the audience is super attentive and quiet, I say we were Las Vegas's best loved drama. But what happens is your audience will take in everything that you're giving them, and sometimes they are so wrapped by the experience and what you're saying that they don't go, "Whoa!" So your audience's reaction in the moment of the performance is not always the best indicator of how much they're enjoying it.
That's terrific feedback, and I know I've told that to people in the past, but I think it means a lot coming from someone like you who's done this 4,000 times and sees a different audience every night.
Yeah, it only took me 3,900 performances to figure it out.
That's right, and you worked with Barnum and Bailey Circus previous to
Yes.
that, correct? So.
Yeah, I was a circus clown with Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. I have a great lesson from there. One day I was working on a prop backstage before the show went out for the season. We were at our winter quarters. And there were two ways that I could have gone with that particular prop. One was very complex and would be very labor intensive on the road, but it was funnier. The other way was still funny, but less funny, but a lot less labor intensive on the road. So I was wrestling with this and trying to figure it out when the owner of the circus, Kenneth Feld, walked by. And he asked what I was doing, and I told him, and he said, well, Kevin, I'm fine with it either way. Either way is fine, but I just want you to remember it's the greatest show on earth, not the adequate show on earth. That's actually one of the most powerful lessons I've ever learned.
Okay. Kevin, thank you so much for your insight. It will be very valuable.
You're welcome.
I've learned so much about building a business in terms of improving my LinkedIn profile and finding out who I can connect with, who I can collaborate with, who are in different industries to help me get my message to more people. And being a part of Stage Time has helped me tremendously to do that.